Imagine transforming your life one word at a time. What if I told you there's a simple, accessible tool that has been my therapist, best friend, and teacher for years? Sounds good to be true, right? Well, it's not. Let's talk about journaling. Hi, I'm Traci Griffin, and over the last 30 years, I've dedicated my life to exploring mindset mastery and personal growth. And I am thrilled you're here today. Journaling has been a game changer for me and countless others. It's more than just putting pen to paper, it's about creating space for clarity, healing, and transformation. In this video, I'm going to share with you why journaling is so powerful, what science says about it, and of course, some practical tips to make it a habit that sticks. So grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and let's dive into how journaling can unlock transformation in your life. Let's start with this. The biggest misconception about journaling, it's just a notebook and some scribbles. Let me tell you, it is so much more than that. I've been writing for as long as I can remember. As a kid, I kept diaries filled with stories, dreams, and the occasional argument with my parents. But it wasn't until I was in my 20s and I picked up Julia Cameron's book, The Artist's Way, that journaling became a cornerstone of my life. That book taught me how to use journaling as a tool for personal growth and healing. Since then, my journals have been my safe space, helping me navigate life's highs and lows. Journaling is like having a personal sounding board. It doesn't judge, it doesn't interrupt, and it never tells you to get over it. It's always there, ready to help you process your thoughts and emotions. It's where clarity begins. Think about this. Have you ever had a problem swirling in your mind, but as soon as you write it down, you see it differently? That is the magic of journaling. But it's not just about solving problems. Journaling lets you dream bigger. When you write about your aspirations, it's like telling the universe, hey, I am ready for this. Your journal becomes a map of your journey, showing you how far you've come and where to go next. Okay, so we know journaling feels good, but what does science say? Here's where it gets really interesting. When you journal, you're not just expressing yourself, you're rewiring your brain. Studies show that writing about your thoughts and feelings can reduce stress by lowering cortisol levels, which is a stress hormone. It's like giving your brain a reset button. And it doesn't stop there. Journaling enhances problem solving by helping you think clearly and logically. When your thoughts are out of your head and onto the page, your mind becomes less cluttered and solutions often appear. Now let's talk about gratitude journaling, which is one of my favorite practices. Did you know that writing down what you're grateful for can actually make you happier? Neuroscience tells us that focusing on gratitude trains your brain to look for the positive in life. Over time, this rewiring can lead to a more optimistic outlook. And here's a fun fact. Research shows that you're 42% more likely to achieve your goals if you write them down. That's right. Just putting your intentions on paper gives you the head start. Imagine what you could accomplish by turning journaling into a daily habit. Think of journaling as defragmenting your brain's hard drive. You're clearing out the unnecessary files, organizing your thoughts, and making room for what matters. And let's be honest, who doesn't need that? Now, you might be thinking, this sounds great, but how do I actually start? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Let's talk about some practical tips to make journaling a part of your daily life. First, start small. You don't need to write pages and pages. Begin with 5 minutes a day. Write one thing you're grateful for and one thing you're excited about. That's it. Consistency matters so much more than quantity. Second, set a trigger. This is a psychological hack that makes habits stick. Pair your journaling with something you already do, like your morning coffee or winding down before bed. For me, it's a morning routine. Coffee in one hand, pen in the other. It's my favorite way to start the day. Third, create a ritual. Make journaling an experience you look forward to. Light a candle, play calming music, or use a beautiful pen and notebook. These little touches turn journaling into a self-care ritual, not just another task. Fourth, be flexible. Life happens and you might miss a day. That's okay. The journaling isn't judging, and neither am I. Just pick it up the next day. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. And finally, remember this: there's no right way to journal. It's your space to explore, dream, and process. Write about what feels right for you, whether it's bullet points, doodles, or full sentences. I want to share a little story with you. Journaling has been my best friend, my therapist, and sometimes the thing I've resisted the most. There have been times in my life when I didn't want to face the truths I knew I'd uncover by writing. But every time I pushed through that resistance, I came out stronger. One of my favorite memories is from my 20s when I first started journaling intentionally. I was going through a tough time, and my journal became my safe space. I could pour out all my fears and doubts, and somehow in the process of writing, I always found clarity. Over the years, my journals have taught me that life doesn't have to be perfect to be meaningful. They've shown me that growth often comes from the messiest parts of our stories. So if you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure of what's next, I encourage you to give journaling a try. You might be just surprised about what you discover. Now it's your turn. I'd love to hear from you. Do you already journal? If so, what's your favorite time of day to do it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're just starting out, grab a notebook, write one thing you're grateful for and one thing you're excited about. That's all it takes to begin. Thank you for spending this time with me. Journaling has changed my life, and I believe it can change yours too. Remember, life is getting better and better every day in every way. You've got this. Many joyful blessings, and I'll see you in the next video.